The Bison Football Show with Coach Tim Polasek. Brought to you by Gate City Bank for a better way of life. And Pepsi.
Williams, how about this? A couple yards deep in the end zone. Jackson Williams wants to bring it out. Can he get to the edge? Tries to there. Shook off a man. Look at this. Still on his feet. Jackson Williams. He's got a step. He's going to go. Touchdown, North Dakota State. How did that happen?
And welcome into another victorious edition of the Bison Football Show with the head coach, Tim Polasek. I'm Andy Rieckhoff, filling in for Sam Niederman here tonight as the Bison get a win over Youngstown State this past Saturday, 38-30 in front of the Fargo Dome. Great spot to be back at home. You get to be here for 3 of your last 4 games of the regular season, Coach.
Yeah, we're staying pretty regional, and that's a good thing to be able to sleep in your own bed and play at home, and that was a really good atmosphere and fun game to be part of. And Jackson Williams, there was a bunch of different guys made some plays, and so very exciting and really good to get a win versus a very good Youngstown State team.
Yeah, great game, great win for NDSU. Let's dive right into it. Some first half highlights here for you from Gate City Bank. We said the Bison home here for 3 of the last 4 of the regular season. Don't leave the state of North Dakota as well. And a great sign here early on, coach number 64, Jackson Dutenheffer, back for you.
Well, that's what he is. He's inspiring, and you can see he was really happy to play and motivating the guys.
Youngstown State kind of gets the first big drive here of the game. They did get some things moving on offense, had a couple of explosive plays offensively, but one of the stories of this game I thought was that gold zone that you talk about. Your defense really stiffened there, was able to force some field goals. They do that here. Kelton McCaslin getting in there, and then some pressure here as well on Bo Brungard, their quarterback.
I thought we did a really good job of dialing up some calls, just keeping him out of rhythm. The one thing that also shows up there, though, is we have to tackle a little bit better, but really critical that we forced, a field goal instead of giving up 6 points. I thought the defense did a nice job. I mean, they had the ball for 8 minutes.
Yeah, they've been scoring a lot of touchdowns. You hold them to the field goal there. Then a big return here by Raja Nelson. This will be a little bit of a theme later on in the game as well. But Raja, a big return here for you out near midfield.
Yeah, it's a good way to start a drive, right? Good starting field position. I thought the kick return obviously allowed for us, minimally to flip the field and field position. That was critical. We go 3 and out here, which isn't our goal, but great job on kick return.
Third down conversions have been a theme for you guys all year long. This is a 3rd and 8, and Cole Payton finds Reese Kessel on this one.
Yeah, Reese is getting pretty good at operating in the 4 vertical game, and then obviously getting the ball to Williams here. And so those tight ends are being real impactful on the pass game, and that's what we wanted to be this year.
Yeah, Caden Zenzen had a reception for you as well. Here's another 3rd down, but this one goes Chris Harris, senior to senior, and then Cole Payton here will use his legs, scramble a little bit, gets close in there, but again, his legs were a big part of the offensive game plan. It felt like in this one, you get close, and then it's Barika Penu that will get the tough physical yards here to get the touchdown. His first of the day, keyword first for Barika.
That's right. Well, Barika's been real effective in the goal line run game. He runs hard, good forward lean, and then also on that drive, it was good to get Chris Harris back and contributing.
Youngstown State with a bit of an answer here, though, doing a lot of their damage, it felt like, in the run game and on the perimeter for the most part.
Well, they did a good job. They know you hold enough attention on number 12 in the core, and then they had the perimeter run game going. They were really doing a good job of mixing it up, and you can see this guy's a talented, strong player finishing on the goal line there.
Yeah, Bo Brungard, their quarterback, gets in for the touchdown. Youngstown State on top 10-7. Kind of a sneaky key play here, though. You guys are forced to punt on the next drive, but Aaron Bickerton pins him on the 5-yard line. This one bounces straight up in the air. Great work by the coverage team as well to get down there.
Yeah, every Monday night we work hard on a 2-on-2 sky punt drill, and Aaron's really gotten to be pretty effective with that in practice, and it was good to see him capitalize. And then Donovan Woolen,
huge pick.
They hit the ball, or the throw was a little errant off an all-lineman here, but you got to be Johnny in the spot, and if you're playing zone coverage, you have eyes on the ball, and that was critical. That takeaway was very important to this game.
Second interception of the season there for Donovan Woolen. Find Chris Harris again across the middle here. Gets you another first down, gets real close down there about the 2-yard line, and then you finish it off here. How about DJ Scott with a touchdown? That will be our Blue Cross Blue Shield carry of the game. DJ Scott's 6th rushing touchdown of the season.
Yeah, just, we were on a short field. The stats were a little bit eerie. The flow of the game was a little bit eerie because we were on 2 short fields, with this play coming up here. And so to punch it in and be effective there was important.
Yeah, huge play here. The return unit for Youngstown State, they muff this one, and Keegan Huber comes down and gets the recovery for you guys.
Yeah.
How much do you practice these live ball situations?
Well, you practice effort. in straining and playing hard and being around the ball, and good things will happen. You know, we're not one of these outfits that really believes in luck. You know, I think that's just a product of everybody running through the 20-yard line with speed, being aggressive, and then Keegan, and you can see how happy his teammates are for him. He's been a great player on special teams.
And it was a 4-yard pass to Barica, and then he finishes it off here 5 yards. Physical run, gets some help from the Rams into the end zone.
Yeah, I thought his feet were real active. He was just sharper than the week before, the previous week, even at Indiana State. I really like how he was, you know, attacking, and forward lean was good. I don't like us reaching the ball out on second down because that can be costly.
Went from down 10-7 to up 21-10 in the span of 1 minute and 42 seconds of game time. Youngstown State does have a good response here, though. Good kickoff return that time by number 1 from the guy that muffed it earlier. And then they come back here, and they're able to get a touchdown as well.
Yeah, that's a tough concept on us, you know, getting quads or 4 receivers to his side, a little bit of a moving pocket. That really challenges not only the safeties, but also the Mike linebacker. And then this was, you know, just an explosive play. It was perfect timing. There were a lot of special team things going on at this point, but Jackson runs over the kicker here, and then we all know how fast he is. But again, look at the effort of the other guys. You know, we've really challenged this group, you know, to think about being accountable to their teammates for getting their job done, to create and cultivate opportunities for our explosive athletes.
Second 100-yard kickoff return of his career already. What were you thinking? That's on the opposite side of the field from you when he breaks that one.
Most times, I celebrate. I'm an emotional guy. I like getting involved with the kids. And me and Barica, actually, I turned to my right, and we were just standing there. I was like, what just happened?
Yep. That's great play there. NDSU then back up 28-17. Youngstown State, big play here, though. They do work themselves, again, big explosive plays, able to work themselves back into range for at least a field goal at the end of this first half.
I thought that was a smart call by them versus our call, and good job by them trying to get a field goal before half.
Yeah, good force of an incompletion right here. Again, pressure on Brungar was kind of a theme. They get the field goal, makes it 28-20, a 1-score lead for you guys going into the halftime locker room. First half thoughts from you.
Well, clean, right? We only had 2 penalties. You look at their 5 penalties, and we'll talk about that more later in the show, but we just didn't have that many opportunities with the ball, and it wasn't as unbalanced as I thought going in. I kind of said that on TV, but you know, we weren't as sharp as we needed to be with our tackling. You're going to see here in the second half the defense kind of really picks it up, and you can see our pursuit and our toughness kind of take over.
Yeah, we will have those second half highlights here for you next. NDSU up 28-20 there at the half. Second half highlights when we come back here on the Bison Football Show.
What does it mean to be a mutual bank? It means we don't have shareholders, and we focus on serving our customers and communities. As the region's only mutual bank, we offer flexible financing and fast local credit decisions for your business. Provide you peace of mind on closing day for your new home. And loan options to help you move forward when life hits you with the unexpected. Being a mutual bank isn't just how we're set up, it's how we show up. Every customer, every community, every day. Mutual makes the difference.
Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
When you carry blue, you get a devoted team backing you up, focused on you and your well-being, making it easier and affordable for you to make health a priority. When you carry blue, you get a health plan that anticipates your challenges, that's helping shape the future of healthcare, with more helpful tools and resources so you can get the most out of your benefits and focus more on living your best life. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota. Carry blue. Carry on.
It's easy to take freedom for granted, but it didn't just happen. Freedom was fought for, cried for, bled for. We understand no gesture of gratitude will ever be sufficient. Today and every day, we remember those who served steadfast for duty, honor, and country. Your sacrifice will never be forgotten.
Les Schwab changed the tire game more than 70 years ago. Today, we still believe you should get more from less. Like more hustle, less hassle. More of the best service around, less of the runaround. Because we include America's best tire warranty in every tire we sell. So you get more unbeatable warranty, less charging you extra. It's why we're more than proud to say, you get more from less.
Ding dong.
Mountain Dude?
The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain, lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and a cool, refreshing mountain dew. Yeah, give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Welcome back to the Bison Football Show here. Andy Rieckhoff along with the head coach Tim Polasek. Bison up 28-20 at the half, going into half number 2. How about some second half highlights here for you from Gate City Bank. Youngstown State out there to start things off. They moved the ball here a little bit, Coach, but again, you guys able to slow them down and force a field goal on this opening drive.
Yeah, they're an explosive outfit, and this quarterback, I mean, is really good. I thought the call to play some man coverage, knock them a little bit out of rhythm was important. And Coach Olson, those guys were grinding over finding answers and to find ways to keep 12 off balance.
And got some answers right there. They forced the field goal, 5-point game there, and then the offense gets on the field for the first time. This will be our Midwest Dairy drive of the game. The drive of the game brought to you by Midwest Dairy. Dairy is your game day MVP. Its high-quality protein helps build muscle while powering our team through practice, game day, and beyond. For better performance and everyday health, Dairy helps us all bring our best. They got some ground game going here with Barica. A couple of carries there on the ground, moving the ball here in this opening drive, and then again, it will be a third down here, and NDSU going to pick it up. What'd you like about Barica's tough running here?
Well, I didn't like that we cut somebody loose on the edge. You know, we could have got to a better run from the quarterback standpoint, but Barica did a really nice job of keeping us on the field.
Yeah, 3rd and 3. There's that 9-to-5 connection that you've liked so much. A full day's work of Cole Payton to Bryce Lance.
Yeah, really good aggressive call by Coach Larson to it. Barica got flattened a little bit, but he was actually the guy that we thought could come scot clean. And if Cole would have stayed with him, there might have been a touchdown out there for us.
You do get down near the goal line here, and Barica, another tough physical 1 to 2 yard run and into the end zone to cap that one and get you guys another 6.
Yeah, and it's a straightforward, direct play, right? Not real sexy, but, you know, you can see we're getting some push at the point of attack. Anytime you have O-linemen finishing in the end zone, that's a good sign.
Now, 15 touchdowns now on the year for Barica, just 6 shy of the D1 record held by Tyler Roll and John Crockett. Cole Payton here, he extends this play, scrambles really well. Unfortunately, that ball kind of deflected off DJ Scott, gets intercepted by Youngstown State, and they go back on the offensive here.
Yeah, and we're having a little bit of difficulty keeping the quarterback in the pocket, and they do an unbelievable job in the scramble drill because they know how active their quarterback is, and then you can see just his sheer speed getting around the corner. We got to run through leverage and contain better. That's something that we have to talk about with any mobile quarterback.
Yeah, quick to the edge there, but NDSU get the ball back on offense, get the ball right into Bryce Lance's hands. Nice play there, beating his guy one-on-one, picking up a first down. Cole Payton then again will drop back. 3rd and 18. How about a scramble out here? Big 3rd down conversion. Scrambles out with the left hand. Throws this one to Raja Nelson up on the sidelines. Great play by 2 seniors.
Well, it's an unbelievable throw by Cole, but the awareness by Raj to come back to the ball and stay north of the sticks is really important. They did it. They had a really good plan to keep Cole kind of hemmed up in the pocket with some spies out of Okie front.
Then another 3rd down here. This one will be picked up with Cole using his legs. A little spin move that time. You've seen the hurdle. There's the spin move from him, though. Picks up a first down.
Yeah, again, you know, Cole's done this all year for us. That's one of the reasons we're 55% on 3rd down is Cole's grit and toughness.
Barica, big run then as well, right up the middle. Makes a couple guys miss. Kind of a shoestring tackle right there, keeping him out of the end zone, but a big carry right up the middle.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, typically when we get the real big runs, right, it's because of the receivers springing them. I thought we could do a little bit better job downfield blocking on Saturday.
Now 3rd and 4 here. Cole will scramble out. Tried to get this one there with a bottom up a little bit. He almost gets it still with a whole host of white jerseys around him, but he is held up a little bit short. Right up about a 4th and 2. You decide to kick the field goal here instead of maybe going for the touchdown. How difficult of a decision maybe was that at this point of the game?
Yeah, it was. If it was 4th and 1, we probably would have went. But just having a little bit of time after we tried to draw them off sides and we talked about it, 8-point lead was going to be critical with 6 minutes to go.
So up 38-30 there at that point. You get Youngstown State off the field, get the ball back to the offense. Unfortunately, the Penguins force you to punt it away. They stop Cole Payton here on this play. About a minute 50 left. They're going to be getting the ball back. What's going through your mind here?
Well, tough situation, right? But we got the first down to start that drive, and we took it underneath the 2-minute warning, which was important. Then we get this takeaway right here and finish the game as a team. And the defense did a good job getting 2 straight stops in a row. I do want us to finish with the ball in our hands, so a conversion would have been important, but they sold out and they stopped the run.
A great effort by Keenan Wilson there to get over there, club it out with the right hand. This was actually called down by contact on the field. They come in here right before the next snap, and they say we're going to review it. You cannot challenge this, right? This has had to be initiated from up top.
Well, I had the guys here, and I was asking them, are you guys looking at it? Are you looking at it? I would have called the timeout because we had 2. Just to keep that process going and to see if they would look at it. And once we saw it in the Jumbotron, you're shaking hands and smiling, and it's great to get wins, and it's really hard in college football. We're ecstatic. We've got things we can still compete and improve and be tough on, but to get out of there with a W in the midst of 3 great college football games, is important.
And 9-0 for the first time since 2019. The Bison win at 38-30. One thing that really stands out on these final stats, Coach, the penalties. 4 for you guys, but 7 for them, and really made them earn things. I thought the crowd played a pretty big factor.
Well, they were loud early on. I mean, there was a couple second downs that normally sound that way on third downs. I thought they did a great job of recognizing the moment, what kind of offense was be there. And that's the difference in the impact the playing with 12 can have. We're going to need a really enthusiastic dome down the stretch.
You see some of the plays here behind us as well. I mean, I think there was a number of false starts, really made their offensive line have some issues with communication, it felt like.
The key to that, though, was making the quarterback grind, and the O-linemen were having to sit in their stances for an extended period of time, and they were rockering out of there, and the whole game we were telling the refs they're leaning, and we got like 4 or 5.
Yeah, could have had a few more, that is for sure.
Good job, Bison Nation.
The fans made a difference, absolutely. Another guy that made a difference, the subject of our Nordic Insurance Player of the Game, Jackson Williams, after the game.
A tight one here today, Jackson. What was it like playing in a game like this at home?
It was a great environment here at home. The fans really got behind us, and that 12th man really helped us get big stops on defense, and then, we were just able to make plays with the crowd behind our backs here.
Special teams really made the difference today, and you were a big part of that. How special is this group on the special teams unit?
We do everything 110% on the special teams unit. We've been queuing in the last couple of weeks that, we've been 8 for 11, 9 for 11, 10 for 11, and we finally got it to be 11 for 11, everyone making their play on special teams, and it was just great to see.
Take me through your kick return touchdown. It looked like you ran 170 yards to get the score. What was going through your head?
First of all, I didn't know if I was going to take it out or not because we're, left return, got it way on the right side, and then I get all the way over to the sideline, and I think I'm going to go out, spin back in, and I don't think everyone was paying attention on their end. So then after I got past the kicker, I was just thinking, don't get caught. My legs are heavy right now. So don't get caught, and that's just kind of what happened there. I didn't. So
congratulations on this one. Thanks, Jackson.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Jackson Williams, there, our Nordic Insurance Player of the Game. Special teams need some special players. He's absolutely one of them for you.
Yeah, he's an unbelievable athlete, and it's almost like every game he comes up with a big play, right? He's just a big play waiting to happen, and I love the way he practices. He can run all day long, and then he's going to continue to make a big impact moving forward on offense as well.
And another player played really well for you was DJ Scott. He's the subject of our Blue Cross Blue Shield Carry of the Game. The Carry of the Game brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota. Build a game plan for your health when you carry blue. Find out how at bcbsnd.com. This is a fun one because you got 6 offensive linemen, maybe a couple fullbacks out there, Coach.
Yeah, it's one of those sets that we're not trying to fool anybody.
Right.
And when you bring in, more beef, and you can pick a side to run to, and DJ's tough running, it's one of those things that represents North Dakota State football, the right way. We're just straightforward, direct, coming right at you, and I was really pleased with the production there.
What has DJ brought to you in terms of another back along with Barika?
The toughness. I mean, that's how I would describe him initially, is just he's brought some, real toughness. He's a great worker. He's a good practice player. I like how tough and physical he is on contact, has good contact balance, and we haven't seen DJ's best game yet. I think there's more out there.
Definitely a great player for you there on Blue Cross Blue Shield carry of the game. When we come back, we'll have our Olaf Anderson feature. Victor Isele, sophomore defensive end for the Bison, will be the subject when we come back here on the Bison Football Show.
A better way of life is better days off and better nights in. Better hellos and better goodbyes. With locally approved, financed, and serviced home loans, Gate City Bank makes buying a home simple. Welcome home. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
When you carry blue, you get a devoted team backing you up, focused on you and your well-being, making it easier and affordable for you to make health a priority. When you carry blue, you get a health plan that anticipates your challenges, that's helping shape the future of healthcare, with more helpful tools and resources so you can get the most out of your benefits and focus more on living your best life. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota. Carry blue. Carry on.
It's easy to take freedom for granted. But it didn't just happen. Freedom was fought for, cried for, bled for. We understand no gesture of gratitude will ever be sufficient. Today and every day, we remember those who served steadfast for duty, honor, and country. Your sacrifice will never be forgotten.
Hey, grab me one too.
Welcome back to the Bison Football Show. Here with you, head coach Tim Polasek, Andy Rieckhoff as well. This week's Olaf Anderson feature, Bison defensive end Victor Isele.
We have great guys. I have great guys in front of me, great guys to look up to, and good leaders, and just kind of to learn from their game and take what, the skills that they have and to implement it into mine just really helps with, how I play the football.
You ever get long the last 2 years, like, man, am I ever going to get on the field? Tell me about that.
I try and just kind of keep my head down and stay hungry and humble. That's something Coach P and Coach LJ kind of talk about, just keep your head down, stay hungry, stay humble, keep on grinding. So that's kind of been my mindset, just to keep on stepping, trusting God in the process, and my time will come. So
I feel like the payoff has been worth it so far?
Yeah, it's been really well. Payoff is worth it. I think there's more to come in the future, so I'm excited for that.
How much did you know about the Bison lineage out of Nebraska? There were guys that have come here, come to Fargo, and had success. Did that play a factor at all in recruiting?
Yeah, I didn't know much coming in, so I kind of started to do my research a little bit online and stuff, and just saw a bunch of stuff I liked, and saw all the success that they have NFL-wise, the next level and all that. So that played a huge role. And then my family loved it. Came here for an official visit. It was amazing, great culture, like they said, and everything. So that played a huge role.
Slows him down, and Isele finishes him off on a sack. Victor Isele with a big-time play.
Your expectations for this year, knowing the guys that left at the end and saying, hey, maybe my time is now.
Yeah, my expectations are just to help the team out, keep getting better, improving. Coach B always talks about just compete, improve, tough. So that's kind of my mindset, just to keep taking steps forward and to keep getting better and improve.
Victor Isele, their coach today, definitely a factor on that Bison defensive line.
Yeah, he's coming along. I mean, he's a sophomore right now. He's getting some shots. He's getting some chances every game. Like he had mentioned, trusting the process and staying true to that. And good things happen to guys that do wait and get their opportunities, and he studies the game a lot.
Definitely a part of that deep defensive line for NDSU. When we come back, the Bison travel up north. The next opponent for the Herd is UND. More on that when we come back on the Bison Football Show.
What does it mean to be a mutual bank? It means we don't have shareholders, and we focus on serving our customers and communities. As the region's only mutual bank, we're here to help. Whether you're growing a business, financing the unexpected, or buying your new home, Every customer, every community, every day. Mutual makes the difference.
Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
It's easy to take freedom for granted. But it didn't just happen. Freedom was fought for, cried for, bled for. We understand no gesture of gratitude will ever be sufficient. Today and every day, we remember those who served steadfast for duty, honor, and country. Your sacrifice will never be forgotten.
Les Schwab changed the tire game more than 70 years ago. Today, we still believe you should get more from less. Like more hustle, less hassle. More of the best service around, less of the runaround. Because we include America's best tire warranty in every tire we sell. So you get more unbeatable warranty, less charging you extra. It's why we're more than proud to say, you get more from less.
Orthopedic pain is limiting. It's unpredictable. And when it disrupts the way you move, it disrupts the way you live. Life is better when you feel empowered to move the way you want, when you want. And that's where our experts come in. We're your guides to orthopedic and sports medicine treatment options that can manage your pain, rehab your injuries, and restore your confidence. Take back the freedom to move. Explore your orthopedic options at Sanford Health.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance in the glove box has changed to a quick tap to our online app. And as new technologies make farming more efficient, our coverage ensures you're always protected. The way we live and work has changed, but our values, service, and commitment have remained the same. Nodak is constantly evolving to meet your insurance needs and deliver answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company. Agents with answers.
Welcome back to the Bison Football Show. The next opponent for NDSU is going to be UND. In-state rivalry kickoff at 1 p.m. for the Bison and the Fighting Hawks. How about this one, Coach?
Well, I was with some former players last night in the office, and they told me how important this one is. You know, all the Dakota games are. We're excited to go up there. They're playing well. It's going to be a really hostile environment, and that's exciting, and our players will be ready for the competition.
These Dakota games always mean a little bit extra, right?
Oh, yeah, the history of it, and, you know, the former players mean so much to me, and so we'll dive into that a little bit with them. But anytime that you have a history with somebody, you know, there's stories that go with it, and there are fan bases on both sides, and so that's all exciting, and we couldn't be more amped up to get to Monday's practice.
Again, 1 p.m. to kick off. They're up in Grand Forks. Bison trying to stay undefeated. Coach, thanks for the time. Appreciate it. We'll be back here again with you next week on the Bison Football Show.
Go Bison.
Today's Bison Football Show with Coach Tim Polasek has been presented by Gate City Bank, for a better way of life, and Pepsi.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.